Testing 1 2. Okay. Okay. That's loud. Hello. Testing 1 2. Might help to go back there. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing. 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 1 2 1 2. Testing. Testing. I got the mics working. Yes, you can actually tell what it is now. Testing 1 2 1 2. Yeah. Testing mic. Testing mic. Testing.
You good to go? Nope, we're set. Thank you so much.
Testing mic.
Awesome.
I think I got it. Okay. I'm gonna do the same thing on my. Testing. Testing mic. Testing. Testing mic. Testing. Testing. Testing mic. Testing mic. Testing. Testing mic. Talking. I need your help. I want you talking to this mic.
Talking to it?
Yeah. Hold on. Wait until it's on, and then wait until I can hear you. Darn it! I kept pressing that stupid back button. Okay. Come on, you stupid thing.
Hi guys.
Hello. Sorry for the wait.
That's fun.
This thing is so slow.
They all include some equipment.
Okay. Testing mic. Go ahead and speak into that mic, and we'll talk at the same time. Hello? I think so. We're waiting for the.
If you let's
Hello? Hello? Hold on. ASMR. All right, let's go ahead and talk now. That way we know the courtyard.
What about it?
Okay, let's seriously just keep on making noise. I don't even care. Yeah, just keep on. Just say blah 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 over and over again
I
because
was playing Fortnite the other day.
Okay.
And okay, so wait, what do I just? Did I just talk about anything?
Yeah, just keep on doing that. All right.
I don't know what to talk
I just
about.
wanna hear this.
How
was your day?
it was pretty good.
Yeah.
You were with me the entire day.
Yeah, you were. Even since like school.
I know.
Want
That's
to
what I'm
go
saying.
look at what you want to bid on?
That smells so good.
This is probably
Okay.
Doused himself in cologne.
Camera 3, camera 2.
Yes.
Yes, we got camera 2 now too.
All right, get up. Let's
His
go
is out of
shower and get
focus.
changed, and we'll be right back.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's weird. All right, go. See ya.
Absolutely. That's picking up. I don't know why the other one
So thanks
doesn't.
so much for your support of our event tonight. Also, our gold sponsors for the night include Petersburg Family Chiropractic, Growmark,
I'm pretty sure at 7:21, Luke and his son are gonna go up there.
Vineyard
Yeah,
Tea,
make sure this
and
is pushed in
LRS.
all the way.
If your back hurts, you need some farming solutions, you're
I
hungry,
just left the
you need
coffee
some seeds for your fields, or
So
your
it's not me.
successful
It's that.
ideas,
Okay, I don't know.
you can go see these people.
I left the call.
Don't forget to flip to the back of your program and check out our awesome sponsors. If you're thinking about giving your barn a fresh coat of paint, need a hand with farming or construction, a quick back
Cindy,
adjustment, some
Ginger,
juicy
and
apple,
the Lions.
maintenance services, help with funeral arrangements, expert accounting,
The Lions
some
are gonna do hammock that is hand woven in Sierra Leone, and it is the same fabric as what's used in a couple different blankets that we have here, and they're called country cloth. So this hammock can be hung up outside, it can be hung up on the porch, it can be
All right,
used
testing
to
1 2.
relax, and it's pretty nice.
Look, now let's go through this, and it's working okay. Hello, hello. Okay, let's go to. Okay, now let's turn the other one to make sure they're both working.
Chris has got it.
Chris Lyons.
Yep. Go give this back to Adam.
Okay. And just keep telling me if this works. I'll wait that way. Excuse me, sorry. Sorry. All right. You need to run up and get to him?
Here in about one.
It's on?
Should clean up pretty good.
Do you want me to leave it on now or turn it on later?
I'm scared to talk. I don't know if it's going to be.
Okay, it's on. Is it? Do you hear it? Click one.
I can just talk really loud.
Alright. Do you want me to just leave it on?
Just relax. I'll be right up there with you.
No.
Talk loud. Oh, maybe not. We'll be fine.
Okay, testing 1 2. Both of them are on. Both of them are working. Yes, here.
Oh. We, all three of us are on you, so you don't know who's talking to who. Okay. Yeah? Okay, Dad, I'm talking to you now.
This is the mic for the live
Back
stream.
We'll fill up with the live stream.
Yep.
Okay, here, hold it.
Maybe let them know that I think they might be waiting on us.
After it's on, talk him of that and have him hear you. Okay. Or we put on your necklace. Okay.
I don't know where he's at.
Right there. Chance.
There he is. He's right there.
Thank you. I don't have a pocket.
Right?
Yes.
Got her.
Can you?
Oh, okay,
can you,
so we're good.
This is
Yeah, you can just leave.
highly
You
inappropriate.
have-
Can you?
Mike? You have Chris's mic on?
Hey,
I'm
do you have a room key?
Mine? Yeah.
What number is your room?
All right, you're powered up. You got your mic on?
I guess. Is it working now?
Yeah, that
they're
one's-
on the live
they're
stream.
on.
And then I'm gonna give you guys this one whenever you
Oh,
talk,
okay.
and I'll introduce you.
10,
And we'll have you guys come up, all right?
Okay.
Come up on this one. It's on the 10th floor.
All right. I'm going to introduce Ginger is going to talk with Chris and Luke Lyons, and they just
See, a good
went
thing
on
is
our fishing trip to Sierra Leone.
It really is almost like nobody's even
While you're in line at the stations,
watching
let
it.
Ginger kind of talk with them and ask some questions.
Go, my friend.
Thank you.
All right, I did not get to go on this mission trip, so I need you to answer a few questions about it for me,
You can do
okay?
that.
I want to know, guys, what made you decide to go on a mission trip to Sierra Leone?
Well, I could only tell Chance no so many times. He's pretty persistent. So, but Chance did ask me if I had any interest in going on the trip this past summer. And I had been thinking about it for past couple of trips. I'd really thought about going, but it just never really worked out with timing. So Chance asked if I had any interest, and like any good husband, what any good husband would do, I went home and asked my wife what she thought about me going on the trip to Sierra Leone, and she said, go for it. So she said, and then she also followed up by saying, why don't you take a couple of the kids with you? And we have 6 kids, so I said, okay. And
Only a couple. she
only
said.
a couple. She would have been fine with all of them.
Okay.
but- So I ended up talking with a couple of my older boys, and they said, sure, we definitely want to go, and they were pretty excited about it. So that was really my confirmation to say, yes, this is the time for me to head to Sierra Leone.
Very good. All right, I want one of you to tell me about a
Okay.
special moment that you might have had while up at the home, at Hope Orphan Home. Maybe something that you'll never forget.
You want to answer that? Make sure you hold it up to your
Hold it
mouth.
up for us, yeah.
One of the special moments would probably be BBS, because it was just amazing going there and seeing how excited all the kids were to see us there, and just how amazing it was to play with all of them and feed them and have a fun time there.
Very good. All right.
Yeah.
Ah, there it is. BBS. I love it. All right. So, how did the visit to the orphanage change maybe the way that you think or the way that you feel? Hold it up close to your mouth, dude. There you go.
Going to Sierra Leone, Africa, coming back here, just really makes me think how lucky we are, how appreciative and blessed we are to have everything we do here. Because they don't have very much there, and they're always happy, always enjoy everything. And we're here most of the time, we're not always the happiest, but yeah, I feel like we're really blessed here to have everything we do.
That's awesome. Definitely an experience you won't forget, for sure. All right, so there's information in the program tonight about going on the next missions trip to Sierra Leone. And so, Chris, I'm interested, what would you tell someone who is thinking about going, maybe other than go home and ask your wife first? Would that be your first step?
That's definitely the first step, right. I would say go for it. Don't hold back. If you feel like the Holy Spirit's giving you that nudge to go, pray about it and go for it.
Sounds good. Thanks for sharing, guys, and thanks for going and serving. We appreciate you.
Thanks, sir.
I turned it off.
Perfect.
Yeah, you did good, bud. You did good. Come this way.
Again, as Ginger said, if you're interested in the mission trip, there's a code that you can scan inside your program. You can get more information about how to sign up for that mission
Hi.
trip.
Oh, yes. So we used to have one, and Nasco would lay in it all the time. How much weight would it? Nasco and I would get in it together. I don't know, but yeah. I mean, he wasn't 200 pounds when he was now. But I know, he is a
So
big boy.
if you are 2 miles left, there are 2 different
Oh, hold on.
parcels
I find it very weird.
and you'll see pictures, life-size cutouts of each of the kiddos at the home.
Watch myself.
You'll see a video of them sharing about their life here in Sierra Leone. You get to be able to hear it in their own words and get to experience and hear them share about their lives there. It's really powerful to see them and hear them and experience part of their life. If you have not been through those 2 tunnels, I I would strongly
Sing again.
encourage you to check that out. It's such
Hey,
a
Finn.
personal connection
Finn.
to make.
Hey,
To be
Finn
able to
again.
look at
Finn.
them,
What?
hold them,
Oh,
and hear their
thank you.
experiences. It's a powerful station. So if you haven't been through those tunnels yet, make sure that you take part in that to my left in those 2 culture stations. Thank you.
Excuse me. Sorry. Here you go.
Sure. That's awesome. Thank you.
Who do I give this to? Now.
I don't know.
Which one? This one's off now? Do I give this to Mom?
Who's speaking next?
I don't know.
You know what?
One of the stations that I wanted to highlight tonight was the photo station. Make sure that you step by here to the left, take a selfie or ask someone to snap a family picture. Post this picture with the hashtag #ThisIsOurCulture to any of your social media feeds. Please follow Hope Orphan Home on Facebook and Instagram and see other photos from the evening. As you're making your way through the stations and the food line, I did want to highlight our church partners and recognize them tonight as a part of our program. Blooming Grove Christian Church in Palmyra, First Baptist Church Harvesters Class in Greenfield, Indian Point Presbyterian Church in Athens, Country View Christian Church in Girard, First Christian Church in Gillespie, Petersburg Church of Christ in Petersburg, Delta Church in Springfield, First Christian Church of Kewanee, Faith Outreach Christian Center, Sherman, Greenfield First Baptist Church in Greenfield, Pleasant Hill Christian Church in Raymond, and Waverly First Baptist Church in Waverly. Thank you to all of our church sponsors and partners tonight. Thank you so much. I know we still have some people getting food and working that way, so if you haven't made an opportunity to get over and bid on auction items, there's several places to still bid over there, so I want to encourage you to make your way to the silent auction. We've got some more time with that. Also, if you haven't been to the culture stations or the picture station, please make sure that you visit those as we get moving forward. Ginger, I'm about ready to give the 10-minute mark. So you've got another big sales pitch to come my way before I give you the 10 minutes. So let's have it. One more big sales pitch.
Sounds good. I've had quite a few people ask me, what time does this end? I gotta go stand by my items and write my final bid. So you are close to the 10-minute mark. This bone letter opener is actually made from a cow jaw bone. I know we have some farmers in the house tonight, so this might be really cool to have in your office or put on your desk. The other thing that's also made from some cow product is the drum down this way. It's got cowhide just draped across the top of the drum, and that's what you beat on to make the sound. So those are really cool authentic items.
All right, we are officially on the clock for 10 minutes left on the auction. We are 10 minutes left in the auction, so if you want to go stand by your items, you want to up that bid, make sure you're getting that nativity set, getting some of that stuff. We're on 10 minutes to go. I've got 8:18 on my watch. So by 8:30, the auction will be shut down. 10 minutes to go.
cork, and they're so lightweight, so they're a little bit like dangly and bigger earring, but they're feather light.
Ginger, that was perfect timing. Great announcement with 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes to go on the auction. So make sure that you've got your spot over there. If you're looking for your item, you got 5 minutes to go. The auction will close at 8:28 on the dot.
Okay. Thank you. No. No.
Sure?
Yes, I'm sure. I told Adam, I said, I'm proud of you for being different. I said, please, I said, be different. So he said, I'm trying, and I said, good, keep trying.
All right. If you just start making your way back towards your seats, we'll talk a little bit about how the auction is going to work. Here just a second, Chance is going to go through and he's going to announce all the winners tonight. And after our program is over tonight, you'll be able to purchase your auction items. Dan Hartman. Dan, I see you. Wave your hand, Dan Hartman. Dan Hartman is over here to my left. And Tammy Bull, wave your hand, Tammy. They'll be accepting payments if you won one of the auction items in a little while. Once we finish with our program tonight, you'll be able to purchase those. So, they'll be over here on my left at one of those.
Probably change it to camera 1, right?
I lost you.
Adam keeps forgetting to turn on his mic.
No, he gave it to Chance.
So I'm going to introduce Director of Partnerships here, our Hope Worth at Home, Chance Newman, and he's going to go through and start announcing the winners of the auction here, and then we'll bring you the rest of them together.
Okay, so I'm going to read the names. We've had Adam do this for years and years, but quite honestly, he butchers the names, and so that's why we decided to have me do it this year. So now this is going to be boring for some people, right? Most people here, because you're not going to be winning the item, but it's going to be exciting for somebody else. So please play along, okay? Thank you, appreciate that. So wooden fruit basket, Larry Sarver. Wooden fruit basket. Yeah, there should be cheering. Yes. Okay, good. Orange and blue floral zipper pouch, Stephanie Golden. Good job, Golden family. Yeah. The 3 beaded necklace, I think it's Barrett Clampett. Did he bid on that? Was mom and dad okay with that? Because that's definitely kids' handwriting. Yeah. Barrett Clampett, don't you think? Yeah, okay, perfect. Good to go. All right, palm tree zipper pouch, Ann Davis. Good job, Ann. Earth-toned necklace set, Pete Peterson from Kewanee, Illinois, I think, right? Yeah, good job, Pete. All right, floral fabric clutch, Haley Brown. Haley?
Yeah.
Good job, Haley. Pink bracelet and earring set, Natalie Holiday. Steve, that's a good thing. Natalie Holiday. All right, rope bracelets, Luke Kinney. Yeah, good job, Luke. All right, hand-sewn purple backpack, Robin Meredith. Robin? Ding, ding, ding. Blue fabric wrap skirt, Gail Waddell. I think that's a mistake.
You go ahead.
I'm just kidding. Good job, Gail. Bold scrunchy set, Talia Walbaum. Thank you. Talia, I think, is the daughter of Mike Walbaum. Mike is a sponsor, and he stripped that van for us. Thank you, Mike. White beaded necklace and bracelet set, Kirsten Shoe. Kirsten Shoe, white beaded necklace, bracelet set. 3 wise men monkeys. All right, this was a hot one. Bree Todd. Where are you at, Bree? She left, okay. 3 wise men monkeys, Bree Todd. Pink and blue fabric earrings, Alaya Kissick. Woohoo! Lightweight brown earrings, Micah Chunes. Yay! Brown and teal beaded necklace, Aaron Shu.
See, you're on me about mispronouncing it.
Sorry.
I know her.
Hey now. Blue rope bracelet and white beaded bracelet, Madeline Forbes. Woohoo! That's another Kewaneeite, maybe. Leather zipper coin pouch, Natalie Holiday. Ooh, big spender. That's 2 items. Good job, Natalie. All right, handbag and 3 journals. Oh, that's my grandma, Sylvia. Good job, Grandma. Brown beaded bracelets, different Sylvia Geese that time. Wood carved nativity set, that's the big one, Mary Meyer. There you go. The long necklace set, Aaron Shu. Multicolor beaded bracelet and beaded earrings, Linda Hartman. Is that your mom, Dan? Woo. All right. All right, child's bucket hat, Cherish Hartley. That's my sister. Wooden bird sculpture, Gary Stover. All right, small beaded necklace with pendants, Aaron Nelson. Bone letter opener, that's cool, made from the jawbone of a cow, Christine Catlin. Coconut shell clutch, Bree Todd. African animal print batik, Shanda Beard. Woo! Okay, the African mask. This is the one with the metal on it. Very cool. I picked that out. Ashley Bales, you are welcome wherever you are. Grass woven circles, Scott. Man, that guy's got fast handwriting. Scott. We're going to go with Scott.
Scott Carter.
Carter. Oh, yes. Thank you. Ha! I know that guy. All right. Gold and teal bracelet and earring set.
I did not authorize this.
Katie Ibbotson. Did you authorize that? You did not authorize that. Okay. Adjustable beaded bracelets, Mike Minnick. Uh-oh, Drew. Neutral scrunchy set, Christine Catlin. Sorry, Drew. All right, we got some more. Coconut shell handbag, Vicky Shep. Jade and white beaded necklace, Robin Meredith. Bright floral fabric bag, Rachel Stover. Green and gold fabric bracelet and earring set, Madeline Forbes. Gray and white striped fabric purse, Lauren Steinger? Something? Black coconut shell cuff, Linda Hartman again. Elephant print fabric wrap, Maggie Filson. Woo. All right, the country cloth blanket, big spender, Cassie Reiderman. Very good. The drum is Ethan Reichling. Or it looks like Reichlius, but I don't think that's right. Wooden wedding sculpture, David Plake. Thank you, David. Teal beaded bracelet and orange fabric earrings. What do you got there? Regina. Oh, yeah, that's Regina Plake. All right. Husband and wife spenders. Teal and gold bracelet and earring set, Mike Minnick. The vibrant handheld fan, Tara Davis. Pastor's wife right there. Black coordinating bracelets, Ava Lyons. Multicolored fabric purse, Scott Carter again. Big spender. Wooden turtle, Susan Story. Wooden nativity hut, Sue Gideon. Sue? The set of coasters, Natalie Holiday. Purple and gold fabric wallet, Orrin Spar. The hut, the carved hut, Scott Carter. The gray and red striped blanket, Brianna Westlake. Brenna Westlake. She was guarding that one, I think. Brenna Westlake. Wooden lion mask, one of my favorites. Grandma, you got it? Grandma, Sylvia, Sam's got it. Striped fabric bag, Katie Ibbotson. Authorized? Authorized, okay. The hammock, Cade Bernard. Where are you at, Cade? Barnard, sorry. The sodas, Hawken Clampett. The multicolored Lapa rug, Jessica Custer. The leather wallet, Don Todd, you got it. The wooden fish, Larry Sarver. Hand-painted two-panel wall decor, Colton Knapp. All right, snack basket. This went for lots of money. Brrr. That's the drum roll. Colton Knapp. Yep. All right, lightweight brown, golden, red earrings. That one got crossed off. Natalie Holiday. Wooden bracelet set, Sue Gideon. Wooden Giraffe, Rick Edmonds. Last one?
Yeah.
Last one, friendship bracelets and earrings, Liberty Hartley. That's my sister. Yay. All right. Very good. Auction stuff.
Yeah, let me do one more thing here, real quick.
Yep.
All right, so when we get finished tonight, we'll have all of these over. Dan, wave one more time. Dan Hartman, Tammy Bull, wave one more time. Once we get finished, you'll be able to come over there. If you're not sure if you won, we've got all these over there to help you out. For payment pieces over there, they'll help you whenever we're done. All right?
And then
Okay, I think
Chance,
we
you
are
just
ready
leave
to
up
go.
the
Chance,
HOH logo the whole time. And then mine starts on that. So when he's speaking, we go to the HOH logo for the whole time.
Right now.
Well, I already did the auction stuff, but it's my turn to address you guys on a different topic now. So, first thing I want to do, I want to express my gratitude to Chris Lyons of Country Financial for being our premier sponsor for tonight. Please give Chris a round of applause. Chris, where are you? Here? Over here. Chris, you've been with us since we began back in 2017 at Aaron's Pavilion. Your unwavering support means the world to us. You're not just a sponsor, more than that, you're a friend to me. You're a source of parenting advice. You're an encouragement to me in the Lord, and for that I'm grateful. I don't care what your wife says, or your dad, or your father-in-law, or the security guard back here. You're an okay guy in my book. All right? My name is Chance Newingham, and I'm the Director of Partnerships for Hope Orphan Home in Sierra Leone, West Africa. Now, that's just a fancy way of saying that it's my job to raise funds and awareness here for the work that goes on over in Sierra Leone. Tonight, very briefly, I want to share with you the what and the why of Hope Orphan Home. What do we do, and why do we do it? It's pretty simple, right? What do? We care for orphans. The orphans that you have been introduced to tonight. It's our job to get them what they need to thrive. Food, clothing, medicine, education. That's the what. It's pretty simple. But an even more important and fundamental question than what is why. Why do we do what we do? Why do we care for these orphans? Why do we devote our time and our energy to their well-being? You may be sitting there in your chair thinking that it comes from a sense of selflessness, or maybe even goodwill, or some sort of moral obligation. If that's what you're thinking, I'm here to humbly tell you that you have misunderstood our motives. We are motivated by our good and compassionate God. That's why we do what we do. In His Word, in Psalm 82, it reads this way: "Give justice to the poor and to the orphan, uphold the rights of the oppressed and the destitute." In the book of Isaiah, God said this: "Learn to do good, seek justice, and help the oppressed." The Apostle Paul, later in the New Testament, inspired by God, wrote these words. He said, quote, "If someone has enough money to live well and sees a brother or sister in need but shows no compassion, how can the love of God be in that person? Let us not love with words or speech, but with actions and in truth." You see, our desire at Hope Orphan Home is that our deeds would be a reflection of the character of our God. He is a God of justice, kindness, and care, particularly for the orphan. Therefore, we want to be people of justice, kindness, and care, particularly for the orphan. And here's what you need to know. That same God of justice, kindness, and care that has called us to do what we are doing has love for you and a desire for you to know Him. Tonight, we plan on sharing with you the very significant needs of the children at Hope Orphan Home. But more than that, though, we invite you beyond those needs to our foundational motivation, the Lord Himself. This isn't about altruism or morality or doing good. This is about honoring the good and kind God that is Lord over all. And it is our paramount prayer that you would know him, you would know his goodness and kindness. And now, to tell you about God's kindness and what he is doing for the children in Sierra Leone, I'd like to introduce you to Sarah Miller, our country director who lives and serves in West Africa. Sarah?
Good evening. Thank you all so much for coming and spending the evening with us. And Chris, thank you very much for your support. I don't know why you keep doing it, knowing that he's gonna roast you every time, but you're amazing. A lot of people don't like Chance. That's all I'm gonna say. No. As Chance said, I am the country director for Hope Orphan Home. And what that means is that my family and myself, we live in the country of Sierra Leone, and we make sure that your donations and your support are going where they're the most needed and where we're going to be able to use them to help the kids thrive. I also am responsible for making sure that we are running legally, correctly, and biblically. We're making sure that the kids' needs are met, their physical needs, but also their spiritual needs. And we have been doing it for the last 8 years, and we absolutely love it. My husband came on with us as the project manager. So I don't know if you guys were able to watch some of the slides that we have shown tonight, but we have before and after pictures. All of those beautiful before and after pictures are because he's using his talents to serve. He's in the background, he's very quiet, but he's very passionate. And it's a privilege to serve alongside of him. And also our 3 sons who have done so much work between Tyler and the displays and them, just making this place so beautiful. I'm really grateful that they give and they give and they give. So as we have said, we have been doing this for 8 years, and we originally said 5. And so it's just really, okay, God, you've got it. It's your time. And as we continue to grow and do God's work together, it's been a beautiful picture unfolding. We never imagined that we were going to be to where we are this evening. I've never imagined that we would have so many people coming together to share the love for the kids in Hope Orphan Home. So, sorry, the slides are a little bit off. Please bear with us. We appreciate all of you guys coming tonight and making this a priority. We know that you have made sacrifices to be here, and we just can't appreciate you enough. We work really hard to take pieces of Sierra Leone and bring them back here to Central Illinois. We know not everybody's going to get the chance to come on a mission trip, but we hope that it feels a little bit like you got to step into Sierra Leone in a way. We try so hard to protect the integrity of the mission, and we also want to protect the integrity of our kids and in the ways that we're sharing about them. Some of them are really shy. Some of them, have only been with us for a very short amount of time. You can tell the ones that have been there for 8 years, and you can tell the ones that have only been with us for a couple of months. And so we want to honor them. We want to share their wonderful stories with you. I'm privileged to share with you tonight a brief update about what God has done this last year in Hope Orphan Home. Of course, we've seen the beautiful things, the growth, the progress. Our goal is to pour into our kids completely. We want them to have their needs met in all the right ways. We want to just continue to show them God's love and goodness. We want to give them affirmation and time and care, all these things that kids need to thrive. We don't want to have a shallow impact for so many, but we really aim to have a very deep impact for a few. And that's kind of been a driving force in everything that we're doing in Sierra Leone. And as we try to meet needs, we want to keep Christ at the center of everything because we know that he is the reason. He is the only way. Our kids have suffered huge amounts of loss. They've been through great tragedies at such tender ages. We want to point them to the Lord, who is the only one that can heal that and carry them through those things. This year we had an overwhelming number of children that needed care. Specifically, we grew from 12 kids to 20 kids in about 4 months. And I'm just so grateful that we had the ability to be able to say yes, that yes, we have a bed for this girl. Yes, we have a bed for these boys. We are very grateful that God has not had us have to say, no, we can't take you. And whenever our kids come to us,
they have been stripped of so many, many things. You know, they're coming with hurts, and they're coming with baggage, and they're coming with a lot of pain. It's not like a happy thing. I wish we didn't exist, but unfortunately in the world that we're in, we do. And so Sierra Leone is a very hard and at times tragic place to live. It's a very tragic place to grow up in. To date, Sierra Leone has had a mudslide, it's had the Ebola virus, we've had political riots, and a bunch of other horrors that have cost people their lives, thousands and thousands of people's lives. Statistically, Sierra Leone is in the top 10 poorest countries in the world, and it has maintained that position for several decades. It is the highest infant mortality rate in the world. It is famous because of things like blood-borne diseases, illnesses, blood diamonds. These are the things that people think of whenever they know about or they hear about Sierra Leone. More recently, on November 5th of 2021, tragedy struck whenever a tanker truck exploded outside of the capital city, Freetown, in a village called Wellington. The truck was carrying gallons and gallons of fuel to nearby stations so that they could fill back up. And what happened was a delivery truck collided with it because it lost control. And of course, as we understand, fuel began to leak out. Now, the driver of the tanker truck understood what was happening and immediately tried to get people to evacuate the scene. The unfortunate thing is that citizens in Sierra Leone are desperate. And whenever they see fuel coming out of a truck that could be bottled and sold for their benefit, they're rushing to this accident. This caused a huge traffic jam. There was no way out. Of course, within minutes, the tanker truck exploded, and it created a ball of fire that spread over a 150-foot radius. Because of all the people in that crowd, 115 lives were lost that day, and twice as many were severely injured. The debris was being sifted through for days and days after the accident, while people tried to identify the bodies of their loved ones. They had to dig mass graves to be able to accommodate for all the bodies. This is actual pictures of those graves that had to be dug in Sierra Leone. Among the bodies that were discovered was a husband and wife. Mr. Bangura was a taxi driver, just like the one that we have here this evening. And so he got caught up in that traffic jam that had ensued whenever everybody got out of their cars and tried to get this fuel. Mrs. Bangura, his wife, was a petty trader. And so she was one of the women who had grabbed empty containers and rushed to the scene. Together, Mr. and Mrs. Bangura had 3 sons. Vandy was the oldest. He was 12 at the time. James had turned 11 2 days prior, and Abubakar was only 10 months old. The boys had nobody to care for them, and so they were brought in to live with an aunt who couldn't even feed herself. So during that time, the oldest boy, Vandy, was on the streets, just, I think, probably trying to ease his mind from the things that he had experienced, losing both his mother and father in one day. James had to become the full-time caregiver of baby Abubakar. He had to feed him and change his diapers and look after him while their aunt went out and tried to find a way to make a living. In July of 2023, 20 months after the boys lost their mom and dad, they came to live with us at Hope Orphan Home. When we brought in the boys, like most of the kids that come to us, they had absolutely no belongings to their name. Before they came to live with us, they were sharing a single bedroom house with one mattress. They had no clothing, they had no property. They had nothing that they could cling to whenever they came into the home. Whenever they first came, Bakar was so hungry for that time and attention that he would just about run and be held by anybody. James was angry. You could just see it all over him. He was angry and he was just trying to keep it suppressed inside. And Vandy tried to act aloof and like he didn't care. Of course, our goal is to try to pour into them, to try to soften them and help them. And so we just continue to show them unconditional love. We would pray with them. We would give them the things that they needed. We would speak affirming words to them. One day, shortly after they had come, Tyler had built new beds for all the kids. And on these beds, they had 3 shelves to keep their things. And of course, we've had kids for a long time, and so everybody was packing their things, and we quickly realized that Vandy didn't have hardly anything. And so I had sent for one of the staff to go and buy him some clothing. And we just put it on his shelf, and we didn't say anything. And he came to us in complete tears because that simple act of anticipating a need that he had without him having to come and ask for it meant everything. And he said, I had nobody to care for me, and now I do. And that is why we do what we do. Over the years, we have seen our kids change, and we're seeing it now with these 3 boys. They are becoming happier. They are becoming secure. They have a new hope and a new understanding of a God who loves them. And he is the only one that can take something like that broken and that devastating and turn it out for good. We are excited to see these 3 boys grow into the young men that God has, the plans that he has for them, to do the things that he has planned for them long ago. And now it's so exciting to just talk to them, even from here, when we have phone calls, and they are excited and they are happy and they can't wait for us to come home. We do all that we can to provide for our kids, to grow them, to nurture them, and to love them. We also care a lot about the community around us. We know that if we can't find something that our kids need, then our neighbors are struggling with the same thing. And one of the biggest needs that we have found, particularly this past couple of years, is a Bible-believing church for our kids. We know that our kids can't find it, our village can't find it, and that's not okay. So in January of this year, we started holding services in a school building that was just down the road from the orphanage. And this little classroom can't even fit like 60 people. And we have consistently crammed in about 100 people every Sunday since we started. It's amazing to see the people come and hear about Christ's love for them and to see it transform their life. Since we have started, we have had over 30 baptisms. 8 of them were our own children. It's such a wonderful thing to experience. We have also seen our kids step up to serve in awesome ways. They have been preaching and teaching Sunday school and leading praise and worship and ministering to those around them. After we came to the United States, we had to leave the small classroom and go to an even smaller storage container. So we're really praying and trusting God for a place to build, not only a building that will have church services on Sunday, but also would be an outreach center so that we can take these kids in the community and bring them in once a week for a meal and a Bible study and to play games and to learn about their Heavenly Father who loves them. And so we are just asking that you would pray with us, because that's a big thing on our hearts right now. We know that thank you. Amen. We know that whenever these kids come to understand about God's love, our kids will be the first to welcome them into the family. We have seen God's provision and goodness over Hope Orphan Home for the last few years. Like I said, we never dreamed that we would be here today. God has been so good to us. We are overwhelmed. It's hard to even articulate the amounts of love and gratitude that we feel for all of you guys, for taking the time out of your busy schedules to come here tonight and to learn about kids in a country that's over 6,000 miles away. I just want to take a minute to appreciate you and to let you know that what you're doing here is making such a big impact. So at this time, we would like to ask you to consider giving a gift to partner with us to continue the work that's going on in Hope Orphan Home. We want to continue to provide for the needs of Vandy and James and Abubakar and our 17 other kids. We want to help them to thrive. We can't measure the effect that donors like you have on our kids and our staff and our community. So on the tables in front of you, you will find envelopes where you can give a gift of any amount. There's 2 ways that you guys can give. You either can give a one-time gift tonight, which is very much needed and appreciated, or you can become a monthly sponsor. Part of the reason that we have events like this is because we actually only have 50% of our budget met on a monthly basis. And because of things like this, we're able to continue to get enough money to take care of our kids in the ways that they need. So if you've thought about becoming a monthly partner, that would be an amazing way that you can help us as well. I want you to know that there is no gift too small, and if you can't give, we so appreciate your prayers. Please stand with us and continue to pray for the kids. Please continue to remember them and think over them and commit them to God in your prayers. Another last way that you can give if you want to give electronically, I forgot about this, I'm sorry, you can go to hopeorphanhome.org/donate, and you can follow the prompts on how to do that. So we're going to give you a few minutes to pray over that. We have volunteers here that will help you if you have any questions, and they can collect your donations. Thank you so much again for the lives that you are changing in Sierra Leone. God bless you all.
Thank you, Sarah. As Sarah said, there are envelopes there at your table. Music's going to play for a little bit here. If you would just consider prayerfully whether you would give here in the envelopes, or whether you would decide to be a monthly giver or a regular one-time giver. I cannot say thanks enough to the Millers and their service and what they do, to Chance and his family and the Newighams for what they do to support the ministry in Sierra Leone. I just want to say, as behalf of the board, we're humbled by the monthly reports. We're humbled by the monthly giving. We're humbled by the one-time gifts. We're humbled by the prayers. We're humbled by the mission trip. Every time we turn around, we just see God acting in amazing ways, ways that we didn't even know he could even show up, but every time he shows up. And we are in awe of God and his power. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you would consider, I'd really appreciate that. So let the music play, and then there'll be volunteers around to collect those envelopes at your table. All right, Tyler, Sarah, the boys. As you are considering your gift tonight, one thing that is an option for you is to think about the VIP gift boxes. So these are a perfect gift for someone who hasn't been able to attend tonight. They have several Sierra Leonean drink mixes, nuts, candy, suckers, homemade soap, Sierra Leonean currency, a magnet picture of the children, and a handwritten note from one of the kids, and a DIY toy. These are great Christmas gifts. Inside of it, you'll have information about the orphanage. There's a toy gift inside that's made out of items from Sierra Leone. And there's a way to scan a QR code in order to see how to put the game together that's inside, made out of a tin and some bottle caps that are inside. So that's a pretty cool gift. There's a note from the kids from the orphanage that are there as well. Really awesome. If you're interested in that, you can purchase those as well at the registration desk. You can buy one box for $30 or 2 boxes for $50. If you buy 2, you can keep one for yourself and give one as a gift. And since the speakers and the culture stations were video recorded tonight, you can encourage the recipient of this box to check those out too. It's a cool gift and a great way to share HOH with others around you. As you consider and think about next year's event, we'll be back on November the 15th next year for the next This Is Our Culture event. I think maybe we've outgrown this space, maybe. It's pretty wild to think about that, but this is an awesome testament to God working through the Millers, the Newighams, and the orphanage. So it's an awesome thing to see that and a testimony to God's power in all of this. Yeah, so one thing that Chance wanted to point out, that if you do come back, each year we change and refresh the culture station. So even if you have been several times, it does change each time. Like the Poto Poto taxi that's in the back, that's brand new and pretty crazy. So every year there's something that's kind of, it's new each year and refreshed. So invite people to come and experience this. As you think about your gifts tonight, just a couple of closing things. If you got an auction item and you won, you can find Dan and Tammy. They're over to my left, and they're taking payments, and they'll take your payment tonight. You can grab those. You can stay. You can visit. I would encourage you to go back and look at the culture stations if you'd like. And on behalf of HOH, from the board, the Millers, and the Newighams, God bless you, and thank you for your support of HOH, and thank you for coming tonight. God bless.